I'm Sarah and I work as a bartender at the Woods of Windsor.
Hey Sarah, I'm Lisa Heap and I'm a Victorian Trades Hall Counsel in the women's team.
Wonderful. So Lisa, what is sexual harassment?
So sexual harassment is a range of things. It's not just what people think of physically touching or groping. It can be anything from sexist jokes or sexist comments, pornographic material or inappropriate material in the workplace, asking for personal details from someone, and then of course it can also be the touching, brushing up against someone, or the kind of sexual assault or rape that some people experience at work.
Who can sexual harassment happen to?
Well, this is the problem. Sexual harassment can happen to anybody, and we know, for example, that in the hospitality area that significant numbers of men and women have reported experiencing sexual harassment at work.
So Lisa, where can sexual harassment happen?
It happens at work. Sometimes it happens at work-related events, or it could even happen outside of work by somebody who you come into contact with through work.
What can I do if I'm being sexually harassed at work?
Usually you'll have a really good feeling, a gut feeling about whether or not this is appropriate conduct. So if you're feeling safe yourself, you can tell someone and make it clear to them that you're not happy with what they're doing and ask them to stop. But of course, you're not always going to feel safe. So the best thing to do is make sure, if you're not feeling safe, is that you remove yourself from those circumstances. You need to report it to somebody who can help you, maybe somebody in the workplace who's been trained, but even if there isn't someone who's trained, just someone who you can share with what's happened to you, seek advice and assistance. Your organisation should know about it and should deal with it, but even then you might need to seek to get some advice, so you could contact a community legal centre or service. And you could be feeling a bit shaky if you have experienced it, so we would recommend that you get in contact with a counselling service, something like 1-800-RESPECT, and just talk through how you're feeling about it. If you want to take something further and your organisation isn't dealing with it, you can contact the Victorian Human Rights and Equal Opportunity Commission and seek their advice about whether or not you could make a complaint. And of course, if you really want to do something about it in the industry and to stop it, get involved with the Hospo Voice efforts by looking at the Facebook page and searching for Hospo Voice and keeping in touch with others who are experiencing the same thing and who want to make a change in your industry.
What can I do if I see a co-worker or a patron being sexually harassed?
This is really important. Quite often we find ourselves sort of as bystanders watching things going on, and we wonder about whether or not we should intervene or not. And the real answer is yes. You should intervene if you can. Make sure you feel safe in doing that and make sure the person who's experiencing the harassment also is safe. But making sure that everyone knows you're aware of it and saying it's not the right thing to do and someone should stop their behaviour. And then asking the person who has been harassed whether or not they want some support and assistance, and making them aware of the things that you now know in terms of what they can do about it if they want to take it up somewhere else.